Let's do this. We got big booty bitch energy.
Pause real fast. Unfortunately, some things went very horribly wrong in the making of this video. I mean, by horribly, it wasn't too bad. It's just I tried some interesting new things when trying to record my face cam for this video, and it did not work out too well. So unfortunately for this second part of my Doki Doki Literature Club Plus series, I will not be having a face cam for it. Unfortunate, sad, I know that you love seeing my beautiful face on all these videos, but you'll have to live with it for now. Take this as an opportunity, I guess, to enjoy more of the game with just my little interjects of voiceover. But other than that, I promise in the coming episodes, everything will be back smooth as normal. Enjoy the video. Load game. Time to write a poem. I gotta do this again. Damn it. Greetings, one and all. We're back here again at Doki Doki Literature Club. We're picking up right where we left off with my last save. We're right here. Let's just jump right into it. No intro. Let's just go. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Lancer. Oh, you know me, Yuri. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year.
Frickin' snitch.
And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to come just to hang out or whatever. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
I'm sure I won't see the end of it either way. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Ooh. One after my own heart. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Mononica.
Manga's literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Lancer always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with my busy work without me even asking. Look, like cleaning, cooking,
Like cleaning and cooking my room. How dependable. That's what it says on my resume. Sayori, that's because her room is always so messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Cooked your room.
Is that so?
You two really are good friends, aren't you? Oh, don't worry, Yuri. We'll all become very close soon enough. I might be a little jealous. Oh boy.
How come? You and Lancer could become good friends too.
Oh boy. Sayori, don't make yourself a third wheel. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
Wait, Sayori. That's not... me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, you're so adorable.
What do I do?
Oh, what do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Good old MC. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. I have zero expectations for you, so there's nothing that you can let down. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. What a pleasant simp. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Sure, that's how that works. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want to. Ooh, such heated discussion. How is this girl accidentally being so kawaii? She even picked out a book she thinks I might like, despite me not reading much. Pick up on the signs, mate. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, You can read it at your own pace. Who actually says "flew" out loud? I guess you're Goku. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Everyone's just so lazy. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Oh, I'm sure they are. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Which to pick? Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. This is new dialogue. I don't remember this.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. Yeah, this is completely new dialogue. These two never really interacted by themselves. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is really about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. Us intellectual literature club readers. But it's not all like that, you know? Also notice, she's the only one that fully faces the camera. Everyone else is like slightly turned or everything, but she is fully facing the camera. Keep track of that. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean? How dare you question me?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come to the club in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we could do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Nani? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Ah, yes, good old bribes. What kind? Well, I guess we could...
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Old reliable. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is, then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Respect. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, Jesus! Oh my gosh. I opened my eyes to find Sayori filling my vision. That actually scared me. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. We didn't have enough jump scares this far. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for falling asleep like that.
Yeah, this is a completely new scene.
This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napkin club? This isn't Shunibyo.
You're staying up late, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know.
Damn it. My one weakness. Don't go for the anime.
You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that out loud. Glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. Oh, she overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I keep track of these lines too. I know I'm asking you to keep track of a lot, but it's important. I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Eh?
Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, straightening it out. Ugh. Here we go, it's begun. Man, you really need a brush for this. Okay, maybe this isn't... No, I don't know.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bows and straight... Okay, this isn't new. I think we're about to get a... And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. Well, it's on your collar.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Well, I just have an eye for things. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. I love embarrassing you.
You baby.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Okay, yeah, this isn't new. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Yikes.
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I'm sure you will. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Yeah, okay, this isn't new. This is... I don't get this often, though.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Don't say that. Yet no one does this. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful.
The button might come off. Oh boy. Why is this one so hard to close? Bruh. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Come on, man. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed it sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It seems my boobs got bigger again. God damn it! Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. Your face. Yeah. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? She looks less like a slob. But it's so
It's so stuffy. Ew. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Jesus. Just...
That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let me do things like this.
What, be a slut?
And you take care of me better than anyone else would. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little early.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we were taking care of ourselves.
Hope that made sense. Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
That's... You're doing it again, Sayori.
But I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yay! Lancer, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn paper from a spiral notebook. Spiral power. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Here we go. See, okay. Normal people will always go for like Yuri and Natsuki, so it's like, I was surprised I'm kind of already going for the Sayori route. I didn't realize, because the poem I wrote kind of got a good mixture of all three. It was kind of more Natsuki, but it's interesting that we kind of got more Sayori, because usually whoever you write the most for in the poem, that's usually who you get like that kind of cutscene with. Like it's either Natsuki or Yuri. Not Monica though. But since we're kind of doing that, I guess we'll commit to Sayori, just because I'm kind of most curious if her route's any different. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Always go with the safe option, my friends.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Lancer.
Huh?
I love it.
I had no idea you were such a good writer. Oh, you should see what's in my Word docs. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I just started clicking words on a paper.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
We're perfect for each other. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you like it just because you don't like it just because... Wait, that's not correct. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Okay, no, that's correct.
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Lancer poem. And that makes it feel extra special.
I'm so dyslexic. I'm sorry. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Okay, don't make it weird. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Okay. We're getting into some weird stuff sooner than I thought we would. You're so weird, Sayori.
Good. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Lancer. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. You know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Aw, you sweetheart. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here. Okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Oh, please, Sayori. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Guy. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning... No, I'm gonna read this in Sayori's voice.
Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. Forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
No, you are perfect for me. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast.
I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
There she is. Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I look forward to it. Who's next? Who should I show my poem to next?
Let's go with Monica. My queen bee.
Hi, Lancer. Having a good time so far?
Ah, yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it.
By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. I'm
Always listening.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway,
Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Lancer. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get over past soon. Is this the first day? Or is this like the first week? I don't feel like it is. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one.
It's exceptional.
It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Interesting. Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you.
It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So, I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much?
Nah, it could be. Probably just leading you on, you piece of shit.
Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feeling to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy things sad, too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Totally.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay.
I love to see you try new things. Like me, that's the best way to find a new style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most.
So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write.
It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. It's not like this is a visual novel or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Shut up. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident.
That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall.
It couldn't have been me. See, the direction, the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into nothing, everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
So, what'd you think?
It's very freeform? Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
Nah, that's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. And when performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strong. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point.
If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow.
Just draw a straight line.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Who should I show my poem to next? Sundu. Natsuki.
Natsuki.
Well, it's about what I... Oh, wait, shit.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste?
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Ah, right, this one.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
It's good.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because you're a baka. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't expect my So people don't take my writing seriously.
Don't take my speaking seriously either. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like this poem.
Like this game.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I get that.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Just like how you shouldn't care about how old everyone is in this game. How they're definitely not all over 18, but, you know. Lawsuits and all that, whatever. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. A minute's a long time. More than enough for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Just making sure. I guess it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad?
No! Did I just raise my voice? Sorry, Yuri
buries her face in her hand. I can't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her trains of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part.
It is.
It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though.
Bias? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine.
Not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or to Natsuki. Think all of the above. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost. Under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Nice. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting, bro. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I'm just stupid. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Lancer. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it once after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a more solemn way of putting it, I guess. I hadn't even thought of that. Impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Ugh. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Natsuki and Yuri, as they naturally would. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, exchanging their poem, and read their poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles. Smiles sadly, okay. What's with this language? Did you say something?
It's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. For once, oh my ass muscle. Oh my god.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say?
Thanks, but it really doesn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Lancer did too. So basically on that, I'll gladly give you suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Lancer liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Ooh, it's beginning. That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Lancer appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Oh boy, girls.
And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was that full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Lancer started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you!
I can't do a mixture of those.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Lancer! She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. I don't have to do that much. She started it. If she could just get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Lancer.
Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effective way. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Lancer?
Well?
How did I get dragged into the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's going to be... Why haven't they made an anime of this yet? Like, I feel like this would be incredible. This would be funny. Reading that made me lightheaded, my god. Blah blah. The obvious choice here, yeah. Sayori! Natsuki! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Lancer? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
You interjected me into your argument. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? That's exactly why nobody likes...
Stop!
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because...
Well...
Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Big bouncing bazunga babies.
Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Oh, tea has been brewing, baby. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori's vice president? I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. You did kind of, but... As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, you just gotta get more control. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I will. I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. Just look at her. Incredible. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. If only. If only.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly. Minus the part where I almost threw hands.
Lancer, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about it with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something new from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Yosh.
Lancer, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say that I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. It really has been the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. How could I? Look at them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Lancer, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
Well, I'm sure. That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but do we really have to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Pat her on the head, man. Make it cutesy. My ass muscle. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. Next poem? Next poem. Alright. Alright, that was a little longer one than I was expecting. We'll keep going. We'll go on to the next day. We'll write this poem. Alright. Let's write one for more of Natsuki this time. You know, gotta suck up to Sundu somewhere. Pink. Forgive. Oh, right. Giggle. Lollipop. Party. Puppy. Aura. Determination. We'll get some Yuri in there. Doki Doki! Fluffy! Play! Shit. Marshmallow. Ribbon. Bliss. Oh, shoot. Lucky. Lust. Socks. Sweet. Jumpy. Bunny. Sticky. You like sticky, Natsuki, huh? Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Okay, so we're time jumping a lot. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Lancer.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Frickin' airhead.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry.
Oh, here we go.
Will you come with me to buy a snack?
Bro, I'm right here. No, thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously reaches her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. I've watched a lot of Death Note. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought snacks before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that leaves only one option.
Gah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri! Tell Lancer to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean anything like that. I got too absorbed into my book.
Nah, I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You're right, though. I did something bad and now I had to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
That.
Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told you. Or me. Me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Jesus.
Plap! Kya! Ow. What was... Eh? A cookie?
Sure enough. It's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is it a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution?
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Kind of.
I was just gonna give it to you. But I heard you blab about the cupcakes.
It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Frickin' little gremlin.
Natsuki? That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears up the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
I hate that.
You're going through a lot just over one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her.
Oh.
Sayori suddenly leans down to take a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes.
Monica, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica's in the club room. Yikes. Gotta keep an eye on that woman.
Ugh. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Oh, honey, don't sell yourself short. But you're not wrong at the same time.
That's true. Excuse me.
Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry. I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all.
You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you guys talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. You'd be surprised. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you practice music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me. Maybe once I just get a little better, I will. She shoots me a wink.
Yay.
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. That's all she needs to hear. Is that so? See, look how she lights up. In that case, I won't let you down, Lancer. Monica smiles sweetly, butt bumping everyone out of the way. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss out on anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
Lancer!
Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from the other classroom. Oh, okay, this is the other scene.
Wanna come with me?
Supplies? What for?
Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica were gonna get some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks.
I see. Sure, I'll go with you.
Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Lancer to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself.
I'd be happy to go with him. Oh, Monica. You ain't slick. I see you.
But I wanted to go.
Oh, Monica, I'll be serious. I'll drop you in a heartbeat.
It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff.
Oh, I'm sure that's what you want to explore.
Okay,
Damn it. It was just a suggestion. Let me choose.
See if you can find any poster paper and too, okay? Okay. Ready, Lancer?
Yep, let's go. Okay, this is the other cutscene. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind Sayori as Sayori hums, "It's not what I thought that said," and skips around the hallway. Honestly, I feel like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out, so don't worry.
Is that so?
Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance.
Oh, okay, so you actually find out about this beforehand. Of what kind?
Well,
so usually you find out about the performance thing later, from Monica, but you found out about it now. Interesting. I've never really seen this full route before. Glad I'm exploring it for the first time.
Everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
I'd be okay with this. I was a little bit of a theater nut. That sounds kind of dull.
Lancer!
You're not thinking about it right away at all. About it the right way at all.
It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem like, "Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from the clinging root, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now I look in every direction. The once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland." Like that.
Sayori. How do I put this? I'm sure it was just me, but it's impossible for me to just take you seriously when you talk like that. You went all Russian for a moment.
Eh? You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know.
I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm so excited. The festival's going to be so much fun.
Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey, Lancer, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed a bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a very nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Feeling in ya, huh? Two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons.
Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf.
They're the best brand, too.
Crayola? The 64 pack with a sharpener in the back? Or no, it was like the 128 pack or something like that.
They're kind of dirty, though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find...
Wait! I'm still looking for my favorite color.
Fine, fine. Well, then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
And I dropped one by accident. A smack. Kya!
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and crayons spill all over her lap.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
You okay?
My forehead. My 5-head.
Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let's see. Since Sayori's sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. Oh. You have to move your hands, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. And there it is. Jeez. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side.
Ow.
Sorry. There's a huge red mark in the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. That was quick. Man, it's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice.
Lancer.
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do?
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine where it's all quiet. What should I get? Get a Sprite. I guess it doesn't really matter since it would be used as an ice pack rather than as a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I should purchase that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. Okay. Music change. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other one to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box.
At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's half empty! No, it's half full. I'm an optimist. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, Baka.
Sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, Lancer. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
You know, how we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. You would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know.
Did I really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in that way, it was my fault. Why am I already getting emotional? I'm already freaking... I'm a mess already. We're barely into this. Kind of like this time, too. if I wasn't rushing out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Lancer, if I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're still rushing to help me, even though I'm just being my clumsy self. You really are a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right, Lancer. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair to me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know.
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Frickin' 5-head.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Fucking... God. I've never seen that scene fully in its entirety. So, that was new for me. God, that was... Sayori hops to her feet.
No.
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself.
Ooh.
Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room.
Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about to get ready to start sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead.
Good job, dummy. She's fine, don't worry about...
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we need?
She doesn't give a shit.
I have it right.
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all this stuff!
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too.
Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Lancer. Might have to punish Sayori for that.
Ah, well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah. That. An emotional one.
Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems?
Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is tightly closed, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? Alright, Jesus. Ugh, finally got a little break here. I guess this is where we'll end this episode. Thanks for watching and joining me on this next part of Doki Doki Literature Club. Until next time, we'll pick up with part 3. Let's have fun. We got anything new? Ooh, I unlocked 2 of the new ending, or like side stories. Side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the main events of the game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in DDLC. Okay. So I've got to write Trust Part... I have Part 1 and... Trust Part 1 and Understanding Part 1. I'll come back to those later. Pictures. Oh yeah, we got poems. We got some we got the poems. We got the Sayori stuff. I think that's it. Those are more. Oh. A Sayori drawing. An Act 1 calls Sayori for help during the Natsuki and Yuri argument.
What else we got? That it? Music? Oh, we got a bunch of new music. I listened to these two ones. I think these are like custom, like or ones that like fans made. They're really good songs. I might use them in like videos or other time. What's the one that played for? I didn't get the song that played for that one scene. I don't know. Okay, well, we'll pick up on this next time.